Torah Life Ministries come out of the world. Messiah people seek the truth.
Hello everybody, it's Paul Neeson with Torah Life Ministries, and we are reading the Torah portion for this coming week, and we're up to Deuteronomy 7:12 to 11:25, and you need to listen to the warnings here. If you are a believer or a follower of the way of Messiah, you know it's an oxymoron to call yourself a follower of the way he lives and then not live the way he told us to live. That's an oxymoron. Well, everybody, it says it here. Deuteronomy 7:12 to 11:25 starts off in Deuteronomy 7:12. It says, because you are listening to these rulings, keeping and obeying them. So the children were being obedient to the guidelines and instructions of our Creator. He says, our Creator will keep you with you the covenant and mercy that he swore to your ancestors. He will love you, bless you, and increase your numbers. Love you, bless you, and increase your numbers. Now, does that sound like a disease and sickness and premature death? No. And what do we get when we follow his word? We get the love he wants us to have, the blessings, and he increases our numbers. It goes on to say in 7:15, our Creator will remove all your illnesses. He'll remove all of the illnesses of the people that are sick, and he will not put new sicknesses on them or disease upon them. As it says, he will not afflict you with any of Egypt's dreadful diseases which you have known. Instead, he will put those on those who hate you. In Exodus 15:26, it says the same thing. If you diligently keep all my instructions, guidelines, and commands, I will not put the same disease upon you that I put upon the Egyptians. It's not about Egyptians, folks. It's about the obedient versus the disobedient. We need to be obedient if we want to be blessed. And that's what it comes down to. But let's go on and look what it says. And this is very interesting. In Deuteronomy 7:25, and the reason why this is interesting is there's a lot of groups, messianic tour guides going to Israel, and they're going to a place that was once Sodom and Gomorrah, and Sodom and Gomorrah, for their disobedience and their abominations to our wonderful Creator, the whole place was destroyed with these balls of fire from the sky, and it's just ashes now there. But you can go there and get brimstone, and some of these people are going and bringing it back. Well, I met a fellow years ago who said he was on one of those tours. He got the brimstone from Sodom and Gomorrah, brought it back with him, and it was in his house. And he said his life went terrible, went south real fast. Everything bad was starting to happen to him. He said he got rid of that brimstone out of his house, and all of a sudden everything was good again. And the reason why that's so amazing is when I read here in Deuteronomy 7:25, it says, you are to burn up completely the carved statues of the pagan gods. Don't be greedy for silver or gold on them. Don't take with you, or you will be trapped by it. For it is an abomination to your wonderful Creator. Don't bring something that's this abomination into your house, or you will share in the curse that is on it. Instead, you are to detest it completely, for it is set apart for destruction. I found that very interesting, and I don't know it's to be true for everyone, because I know people, well, as a matter of fact, every single person I know that has taken this brimstone back, it's just destroyed. Something bad has happened in there, whether their ministry, or their life, or something else, and you get rid of it and see what happens. And going on here to Deuteronomy 8. Now, this is very profound, everybody. Deuteronomy 8:1 says, all the commands I am giving you today, you are to take careful to obey, so that you will live. You know, do you want all to be well with you? Do you want all to be well with you? It says, do the commandments, obey them, so you shall live. Obey them, so you shall live. You shall have life. What's the opposite of life? This premature death that's going to happen to the disobedient. From illnesses that are given right from our Creator as punishment and discipline for being disobedient. He wants your heart, everybody. And it goes on to say it in Deuteronomy 8. In Deuteronomy 8, 2, it says, you are to remember everything in the way which a wonderful Creator led you for 40 years in the deserts, humbling and testing you in order you to know what is on your heart, whether you will obey His commands or not. And He disciplines us. And that's what's going on. You know, people say, why does He allow certain things to happen? We allow it to happen. And, you know, in the long run, His discipline is going to make us or break us. And He wants us to follow His guidelines and instructions and to always remember what He did for us. You know, it says in Hosea 4:6, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. It says, because you have forgotten knowledge, it says, because you have rejected knowledge, I also reject you for being priests for me. Since you have forgotten the Torah of our Creator, I also forget your children. So you can only forget something that was once given to you, and you can only reject something that is trying to be given to you. And that's what's happened. And He always wants us to remember. He tells us in Deuteronomy 8:11, be careful not to forget Him. Do not forget our Creator by not obeying His commands. That's how we're going to remember Him, by keeping His guidelines and statutes, because that's where the blessings are going to come in. You know, that's it. I mean, that's what He says over and over and over again. If you forget your Creator and follow other gods and serve and worship them, I am warning you in advance today that you will certainly perish. You will perish just like the nations that our Creator is causing to perish ahead of you, because you will not have heeded to the voice of His instructions. He calls the people stiff-necked. That's what He goes on to call them in this reading. And that is what is going on. That is what's happening today. Here's what He wants us to do, everybody. Here it is. Deuteronomy 10:12. So now all believers, Israel, all that our wonderful Creator asks from you is to fear Him, to follow all His ways, love Him, and serve Him with all your heart, to obey for your own good the commands and regulations that He has given us. I mean, why can't people see this? And Yeshua Messiah taught this message, this same message, but the church has gotten away on their oxymoron message. It says, well, we don't have to follow Him. Well, then you're not a follower of His way, the way that He was called, the followers of the way. Do you want to be a follower of the way? Well, it says it here, exactly what He wants for us. And here it is. Deuteronomy 11:1. Therefore you to love your Creator and always obey His commands, and regulations and rulings. Always obey. Not for some time, not for that's old and this is new. No, always obey. Now, are we saved by works? No. But if we're truly saved, we should have every desire to live the life He wanted us to live. And that's the bottom line. I'm your health watchman telling you the bottom line because people need to hear it. You know, people do not have it. They don't understand. It says in Deuteronomy 11:15, it goes on to say, 11:13, it says, so if you listen carefully to my commands, which I am giving you today, to love your Creator and serve Him with all your heart and your being, then I will give you the land and all the blessings that come along with it. Listen and obey. All right, everybody, this is Paul Neeson with Torah Life Ministries. If you have any comments or questions, post them below the video. You can go see other videos on my website, healthwatchman.com. Until then, have a great day and a great raw life.
Torah Life Ministries come out of the world. Messiah people seek the truth.